that last series and in the All-Star series. Just couldn't quite make solid contact with the ball. And I thought that was holding him back. SDG, it's hard to really put a finger on who the game relies on. But I'd say as long as Ninja Jinja can make solid passes that Danny Land can follow up on, then that's going to be their strong suit.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so what are we seeing here right off the bat?
All right, right off the bat, we've got SDG on the offense. Miswan trying to clear this out of the corner, but Danny Land following it up. We'll see how Danny Land plays while he's being serious, not just going for Jazer shots. Danny Land's going to clear this one forward. Pinches it with Whiff Dog back to SGG's side. And Ninja not getting a very solid clear there. Actually pops it up. Could have been capitalized on by MFB. But they did not make it happen. Miswan keeping that one in the corner. Whiff Dog following it up. Danny's ready for it. He's going to put it up on the wall. Both of his teammates are back, though. Ninja and SS the Third are back in goal. No one's ready to follow up on that. Danny's going to get those big clears, and Ninja Jinja and SS the Third both need to be ready for him. That's going to be almost a goal for Danny Land, but the post saves that one. Again, if he had had a teammate to follow up on that, that would have been an easy goal. That ball was hovering in front of their goal for a while.
I think we saw a lot of that with MFB too. You know, we have these really strong players like Nathan and Danny, but we don't see a lot of support that way. Like, we know if you give Danny or Nathan a pass, then they'll put a shot on goal.
Exactly.
And what we need to see...
Sorry, go on.
We need to see from the lower ranked players, or at least like the players who can't carry as much, who don't have the same kind of shot accuracy or consistency. We need to see passes, because passes are a lot easier to pull off than shots on goal.
Exactly, passes, or if they're not comfortable passing the ball, they need to at least be ready to take shots on the passes that Danny and Nate are going to put up. Miswan was up for that one. Looked really good, but there were two defenders that just managed to get it past him. Big pinch across SDG's goal. Everyone on SDG's side is kind of just chilling in their goal. No one going in the best spot, and Whiff Dog just can't get it.
Let him to his name as always.
Danny, exactly. Danny's keeping the pressure up on MFB's goal. SS the Third and Ninja are both kind of playing passive at midfield. SS the Third brings this one up, puts it across, and again, SDG only ever has one person up at a time, and it's hard to make plays that way. I mean, it's always nice when someone can make a one-man play, but you can't rely on those. Your rotations have to involve one person being forward, one person being just slightly behind that person waiting for a pass, and then one person, depending on where the ball's at, either being in goal, or being midfield. And that one is going to be a wide open goal for Danny Land. See what happened here. Miswan couldn't make a decision.
And Nathan was over there demoing the goalie on the other side. I think he trusted his teammates to try and get that big clear over to the side, and they were not able to do it.
And yeah, just didn't. The stars did not align on that play for MFB. SS the Third's following this one up the wall. Can't quite get to it. Whiff Dog's going to put it off the wall to center for Nate Dog. Nate Dog puts it up. It looks a little high. That's going to come back down. And Miswan didn't follow quite soon enough. Ninja's going to put that over him. Ninja puts it in the corner. And Whiff Dog puts it in his own goal. I don't think he had to do that. I'm not sure. He might have been trying to hit it sooner and hit it off of their backboard to clear it. But, I mean, that wasn't really going in. That's tough to see from MFB. If they can't put 2 goals in the next 2 minutes, I don't think they're going to have the momentum to finish out this series and go into the grand finals.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to see, because so far MFB, I don't think they're playing any better than they were against Mysticats. I think we're seeing the same stuff. Nathan tries to go up. Nathan tries to make the plays happen, but no one's with them to support him. Oh, and that just hurts.
And that was a gnarly shot by Danny Land. The big lofty shot that hits that top corner.
Wow. Can you say calculated?
Goal. Yeah.
But yeah, I still think we see MFB. There's a disconnect with MFB. Maybe it's the fact that you know, Swan and Nathan were in the All-Star. They were playing on different teams. Maybe there was a disconnect that way. Maybe they just haven't played in a while. But they really need to reel it in here.
I agree 100%. Whiff Dog with a big boom there. Keeps SDG from keeping on offense. But MFB is going to need to make some offensive plays of their own. Here we see Miswan just kind of doing circles at midfield. He needs to be more actively engaged in the plays that are going on. He gets a big hit upfield. He's going to follow this one up too. Hits it center. No one's there for it. Nate has an open shot here, but he's going to hit it wide.
And he seems still trying to follow it as well.
Yeah, and then he rotated back at the last second, and I think Miswan was a little confused by that.
I
ended up missing as well. And Danny Land with a big hit here. So here we see, again, like this series is kind of like the battle of the Titans between Nathan and Danny. And Danny has the support he needs, but Nathan just doesn't have that support. Nice pass back to Ninja Jinja, but Ninja wasn't quite ready for it. Went a little bit too high for him. Nathan trying to put a high one in goal. And his teammates aren't quite ready for that one. And that'll be game one.
Are they going to put in another goal? Yeah, there it is.
SDG, Danny's
what a nail in the coffin. Another nice and lofty goal. And I think Nathan was just like, all right, I guess that's going to go in.
Yep. And a pinch even.
All right, and that is game two. It is not looking good for MFB.
Not at all. That's tough to watch.
Yeah, it's tough to watch because, like I said, I don't know. Like these people have lost. MFB has lost what, 6 games in a row now?
That's their fifth.
Fifth of 5 in a row. They need to. I think they all just need to hit the reset button. They need to go. Yep. Okay, like fresh game. We're no longer in like a series of these losses. We're just gonna play some Rocket League. And we're going to communicate, and we're going to put shots on goals, and we're going to pass to each other. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah, I mean, and then to come from a sweep, a 4-0 sweep, and then not score a single goal in your next match, that's got to be devastating for their morale. So hopefully they can turn it around. Nate has significant lag currently, and so does Danny, actually. So we might end up finding a new server for these guys.
Yes, indeed. I'm going to go ahead and message Random on Steam real quick to make sure he gets the message.
Yeah. We'll see what happens here. I was saying, leading up to this, that Miswan is the player for MFB that kind of needed to turn things around from their last series, but it actually looked like Whiff Dog was the one struggling in that last series. Miswan was going up for some shots that were centered in front of SDG's goal. Couldn't quite get it through the defense, but he was there. He was being aggressive, and that's what they need. And it looks like, yes, we are going to find a new server.
It seems like the players kind of made that decision for us. They all left. They're like, we're not dealing with this, which is totally understandable. You know, 2 players on each side with over 100 ping. You know, that's not really top-notch playing conditions.
Oh man, that's embarrassing. Random's trying to set up a new match, and I saw the Beard Runners in an online game message.
Oh no. You're ruining everything.
I now have a dog staring at me and a cat on my lap, so if I'm a little distracted, please forgive me.
It's okay, they're adorable.
they think they're adorable.
All right. So I definitely agree with what you were saying about Swan. He's actually being very aware of where his positioning is in the play. He's just like, he's not quite able to get strong enough shots on goal. He's making the shots on goal, and he's getting ready to put the ball in the net, but he's not making it making hard enough contact with the ball to get it through the defenders. And even then, like, he'll get a pass, but there'll be defenders in the goal, and they're not doing a very good job of keeping the pressure up before they put the ball in the net.
Yeah, absolutely. And this will be game number 2. MFB gets a uncontested face-off there. Goes straight to SS the third, who's going to push it to MFB's side. Ball's contested here at midfield. Nate Dogg's going up for this one. Gets a touch off the corner. That's going to go off SDG's backboard, but Danny Land's waiting for it. He's going to push that back to midfield off of MFB's corner, and that one is going to go straight in the goal. Danny Land doing trigonometry over here. This guy brought his calculator and his protractor to this series.
He indeed did. Wow.
Might have also brought his lucky rabbit's foot.
Yeah, I don't even want to call that calculated. That was very lucky, and I don't even think Nathan was ready for it. He saw that go in. He was like, oh, I see how it is. Oh, thanks, universe.
Yeah, those ones I tend to play a little bit further back in goal because there was no one there to follow up on that shot immediately, and those are hard angles to read, so you want to give yourself a little more time there. But here we see SDG keeping the pressure up on MFB. They just keep putting ball after ball on MFB's backboard. Nate gets the occasional clear. Whiff Dog going past that one. SDG has an open goal, but Miswan has time to get back. He gets bumped. Nate goes flying past it. They almost get another one in, but Miswan's going to clear that one up and take it up the side of the field. Pops it up over the defenders. Danny Land hits it back. SS the third was upfield, but he had to go back for boost. Danny Land gets that corner boost, centers it for his teammate. He would have blocked that had Ninja Jinja hit it. So probably for the best.
You know, I think already we're seeing... Oh, that was a really unfortunate touch there.
Yeah.
But despite the scoreboard, I think we're already seeing at least a little bit of improvement in MFB. I'm seeing actual pass plays. A member of MFB hits the ball, and then another member hits after that. And that's what I think we were missing a lot of in these last few games. And so they're on the right track, but they really, really need to step it up here.
Oh, man.
They cannot really afford those goals.
It's tough, man. It's tough to, like, not be triggered when stuff like this happens. 3 goals in a minute and a half by SDG, 2 of which, honestly, 3 of which, like, shouldn't have been goals. I mean, I think every one of those could have been preventable. But also, a little bit of luck on SDG's side.
Yeah, well, I think,
to be honest.
It's luck, but it's based off of how MFB is playing right now. They're not playing very well as a team. You can tell that they're not very communicative. I'm going to say that's a word because I just made it up. But
it sounded like I believe it.
Okay. It's all about the confidence. But we're seeing a disconnect, and I'm not entirely sure what's causing it. I'm not entirely sure what it's directly resulting in, but it's not making a good MFB team. And that's why you see 2 minutes 50 seconds left with a 3-0 lead for SDG.
Absolutely. And I mean, we know Nathan is having some lag issues, and his ping is no better than the last game. And I mean, that could be a contributing factor. But at the same rate, Miswan and Whip Dog also need to step up if he's having issues and be a little more aggressive. But kind of take turns being aggressive. Whiff Dog tries to put that one by Ninja. It goes past, but slides up the bottom corner of SDG's goal.
That would have been a very important goal for MFB right there.
Oh, and that one just barely bounces off the top post. Danny Land going for a Jazer freestyle shot. Can't quite get there. Miswan, a nice challenge by Miswan. Miswan's going to follow up. Miswan puts one down, but no one's there to take advantage of it, unfortunately. But a good pass by Miswan. Miswan's going to let Nate Dog take this one up. Whiff Dog following up now. Hits it up in center. Danny keeps it from even going off the backboard. He's going to clear it right away. Nathan popping this one down. It's going to be centered. Whiff Dog hits it just a little bit too high. Miswan trying to center that one for Nathan. Can't quite get it there, but Nathan centers it for Miswan. Whiff Dog's going back for boost, and that's going to allow SDG to take advantage of this and get back on the offensive. They get one in front of MFB's goal, but MFB clears that before anything is possible to be done with it. A little bit of a double commit by Miswan and Whiff Dog there. Nathan seems to be playing back quite a bit now.
What a good bump by SS the third. Wow.
Yeah.
He knew he didn't have a very good shot on the ball, so he just went right for Nathan.
Absolutely. Opening up a really good opportunity for Danny Land to follow that up. Ninja's going to hit this off the backboard. Nice turn at the last second. Almost got followed up on by SS. It was a tough angle. Whiff Dog's going to hit this one up. And Danny gets an interesting touch on that to pop it up in center field. Ninja was going up for it for the aerial. Couldn't quite get to it. MFB with a couple of whiffs. SS the third's taking his time getting to this one, and Ninja's actually going to say, I'm going for it if you're not. SDG, I think since they have such a high lead with only 15 seconds left, I mean, they're trying to be aggressive. They're trying to score as many points as they can on MFB.
They're just having some fun at this point.
Yeah, just kind of trying to kick them while they're down, I think. Make sure that they have kind of the mental advantage going into the next match of this series. And that'll be 2 games in the bag for SDG.
Yeah. I mean, like, not even in this series. What is it like? We're seeing MFB, and they're not playing all that well. You see Nathan with only 160 points, Whipdog and Swan kind of sitting around half that, which isn't like an abnormal ratio for them, but the numbers are low. We see zeros across the boards, except for 2 saves from Whipdog and Miswan, 2 shots from Nathan, but I mean, only 1 save on SDG. That means their shots aren't connecting. There aren't many shots to begin with. And like, what does this mean for even like Mysticats? You know, they just beat MFB, but they beat this MFB is the thing. And if SDG is coming in playing like the regular SDG, do you think Mysticats can take this? But I guess that's a question for later on.
Yeah, if SDG can get a sweep on MFB as well, then we can't say that Mysticats have the greatest advantage having just swept MFB, because both teams will have that same advantage, which honestly could be interesting to watch, seeing the teams go in so confidently. I hate to say that I hope to see MFB get swept because I don't. I want there to be at least some contention here.
Right. Well, we definitely know that MFB is having some sort of issue. They need to figure out what it is, and they need to fix it, and they need to do it really fast, or else they're going to have probably an unhappy rest of the series and a pretty short rest of the series.
Yeah, they have 2 games here to diagnose the problem and then fix it and hope to get a reverse sweep on SDG. If they can come out with this game, then I'll give them a shot at taking the series. But as it stands now, if they don't win this game, I just have a lot of trouble seeing it happen. This one's going to be on SDG's side for now. SS the third's going to clear it off the corner. Whipdog gets a hit across the field. Nathan's not quite ready to take advantage of it. He's going to stop it from going to his own goal, though. Danny Land tries to follow that up the wall, but Nathan hits it away from him. Whipdog tries to push it upfield, but can't make solid contact. Nate Dogg probably needs to go back for boost at this point. Whipdog missing it on the wall. Miswan tries to go slow, actually ends up almost centering it for SDG. Ninja hits it up off the ceiling. That would have gone in. Fortunately, MFB had some defenders there. That would have been another rough shot against MFB.
Right.
To keep
it almost seems
flowing.
like it almost seems like to keep the salt flowing. It almost seems like SDG is just like, however they can, they're just hitting the ball towards the net. And in some cases that can be a bad thing, but as we can see right here, it seems to be working at some points. They're getting some might say call them lucky shots, but like if you take enough shots, things like that happen. And if you can't apply enough pressure to keep SDG on the defense, if they can just remain on the offense the entire time, they're going to get lucky shots like that.
Yeah.
And like you can't just blame that on the universe like I did last game. That is still on MFB's playstyle. And also thanks to SDG's playstyle, they are still playing very well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like you said, they're keeping the pressure up. They're putting a lot of shots on MFB's net. I mean, like the laws of the universe, if you keep trying to do something, eventually it might happen. Either that or you're a psychopath.
The age-old adage, 3 monkeys typing away endlessly. In Rocket League, it's 3 monkeys, whatting a football.
All right, so here we have SDG again on the offensive. Big boom by Nathan on SS the third. And Danny's going to try to contest that, but that's going to go sailing across the field. Miswan and Nathan both going for that one with the double commit. Whipdog's going for SDG's goal. Only one back on SDG's side, but SS the third comes back, and Ninja just spawned again. Dannyland's going to get a big clear off the corner of that Octane. Another boom. Danny on Whipdog. And we have MFB. Whiffdog was not sure if Nathan was going to hit that, and he didn't, so he was able to follow it up. Nathan going for a slow play here. But SDG is going to challenge really fast. You got to make fast passes against SDG if you want to score on them this series. Has MFB scored a goal yet?
I don't think they have. They scored against Mysticats, obviously, but they have not scored against SDG.
That's right, and we have 2 minutes left of game number 3 for MFB to try to score a goal and push this one into overtime. Miswan missing that one. Could have gotten a big clear. SDG would have been at a disadvantage there because they were trying to get back on defense. Danny Lang gets an easy clear right there. Miswan and Nathan again double committing and both whiffing. Miswan hits that one up though. Miswan follows it and that one's going in. Nice shot by Miswan.
What a shot.
Really good.
It was a little bit slow, but that looked like it was Danny playing right there. He went with a nice little jump right up.
Yeah,
right
he pops it up over the first 2 defenders and then gets that second touch to put it over Danny right at the top of the goal. That was beautiful.
That's honestly, that's a very important goal for MFB right now. They need this momentum going in. They needed that little release. They tied up the game. There's a possibility that they're definitely not getting shut out anymore, but now there's a possibility that they can come back and win. And maybe caught SDG by surprise. That was a very, very important goal.
Yeah, and here we have Miswan again being super aggressive, taking a shot against Danny Land. Miswan wants this. Maybe a little too much because he just double committed with Nathan again. I think Miswan is ready to kind of come forward and kind of take Nate's spot as Nate is having some lag problems probably still. But Nathan is also still being really aggressive and not really giving Miswan a lot of room to do what he wants to do. SS the third hits that one up, opens it up for Nate Dogg, but Danny's there in goal to stop it. Danny's going to follow this one up, whiffs off the wall, and Whiffdog's able to take it. Whiffdog passes it over to Nate, but Nate was not quite ready for that one, couldn't get to it fast enough.
That was more of a pass right to Ginger, if you ask me.
Yeah. And Danny Land centers this in front of MFB's goal, but both of his teammates are back. Looked like they were getting boost. Big clear from MFB, but Danny Land's putting it back on their backboard. Could have gotten it over Whiffdog, but just didn't quite have the angle. Nathan's going to take this one up. Pinches it, goes across the field. Ninja's ready to follow it up, but misses. Miswan hits it off the wall. Danny Land makes solid contact. If someone can follow this up. Oh!
We go into overtime.
Almost. Overtime of game 3 in the losers finals. We have SDG with 2 wins so far in this best of 7. And MFB with 0. They've only scored 1 point this entire series so far out of 3 games. MFB really needs to take this one home. Whiffdog trying to put it in front of SDG's goal, but they just keep getting these lofty centers that are too easy for SDG to clear, but that one almost could have been scored on. Miswan had the right idea going for that. Just couldn't make contact. Nate Dogg going up the wall past it, opening it up for Ninja. Whiffdog's there in goal waiting for it. SS the third's trying to get back, just trying to stop the ball, keep possession. Gets a nice dunk on Miswan. Ninja Ginger's up for it. Hits it straight to Whiffdog. Can't follow up on it. Danny Land's going to get a boomer clear. Danny Land is good at those big clears. And those are what make things happen. Ooh, got some team bumping going on by MFB. They had an open goal to score on, but Ninja Ginger was a little contested by Miswan. Nathan on goal. Oh!
The own goal.
There we have an unfortunate own goal. Was that Danny or was that SS? Ninja.
That was
Neither.
Ginger. Oh, so unfortunate. There's no way.
Ninja with the game-winning own goal.
So unfortunate.
You hate to see it.
There's no way you could possibly, you're going up, you're trying to defend the net, all of a sudden the ball is just a bullet right to your car, and you're just deer in the headlights. He had no idea what to do. I'm not sure there was even anything he could do there. That might have been just some unlucky positioning. But you know what? After some of the things the universe gave to SDG, people deserve that one.
That may have been a little bit of karmic justice for MFB.
Yeah. Swan, though, reversing that momentum, that one shot really, really changed the game. I really think so.
Yeah,
like I'm saying, Swan is the clutch player. Like that's the one that's going to decide this.
And I'm loving watching Swan play right now. He is really stepping up. And it looks like actually everyone's ping has gone down now. So we may see these teams in their true form in these next few games.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Not able to take this one to match point just yet. In the losers finals. Anyone just tuning in, we're about to start game 4, the losers finals best of 7. We've got SDG with 2 games on the board and MFB with 1. You know, I'm always tempted to join one of the teams at the start of a game just to mess with people.
They'd be like, are you sure?
They'll see my Season 3 Grand Champ tag and freak out a little bit. It takes a lot of self-control.
All right, I really want to see the same kind of pressure from MFB. I think that's what's going to take to make this a real game versus the 2 top seeds of the entire series at this point. Before the playoffs, these guys were the 2 top seeds.
Yeah, I think MFB had like a 67% win rate, and SDG had... Where are they? They had 62%. So very close as far as how well they've done in the entire tournament series. And that's almost an unfortunate own goal by Miswan.
It was just a pass back.
Pro pass back. Nate's following this one all the way into SDG's goal. Danny Land could not react in time.
He was like, oh, Swan, that was a really cool flick you got. I'll do you one better. Taking it right up. What a double touch. Coming.
Yeah.
Down momentum, taking himself all the way back up to hit it again.
Nate with the no lag now. He's like, I can see! I can fight! Putting one into SDG's goal in the first minute. We now have 4 minutes left in game. SDG is on the offensive, but Nate stops that one.
You know, for the first time, we're actually seeing MFB in the lead. Taking an early, nice lead.
Well, don't speak too soon because SS is not okay with that. That was a center by Ninja off the wall. Ninja, actually the double commit, but it turned into a pinch by them. The power of friendship.
Beautiful play. I think this is SDG in a nutshell.
Yeah, SDG tying it up in only 10 seconds after they got scored on. MFB had a glimmer of hope, and SDG wanted to shut that down as quick as possible.
I can't blame him.
Niswan driving that one up the wall. Whiff Dog taking his time to act on it. Passes it over to Nate Dog. Really good pass to clear play there. Danny Land following this one up. Hits it down, spikes it down. The bounce is just a little too high, and it does not go in. Another double commit by Miswan and Ninja. Or SS and Ninja, rather. And this one's going over to MFB's side. Miswan with the whiff. Whiff Dog trying to do something with it, but actually ends up hitting it to center field for Ninja to hit it toward their goal. Nathan's hitting this one across. Into their corner. That's going to go toward SCG's goal, but SS read that perfectly off the corner. Danny Land's following this one up, and he gets dunked by Whiff Dog.
What a dunk.
Solid dunk.
And here we see that glimmer of hope sparking once again. I think, like, MFB is making a comeback here. They're definitely playing a lot better. You can see they're communicating a little bit more. People besides Nathan are actually being aggressive and taking shots on goal.
Absolutely.
It's not just like pass after pass after pass after pass, or like attempts at passes after attempts at passes. It's taking shots when you see an opportunity, and it's a really, really, really strong way to play for these guys right now.
Definitely. And here we see Miswan pushing up, being aggressive. How we like to see him. Thought he might be able to do something else with that, but that goes sailing straight back toward MFB's side. SCG are hoping for an opportunity for a shot here to tie this back up, but Miswan's going to clear that. Miswan getting solid contact. Really, really good. Just hit after hit making solid contact. Might venture to say that I am proud of Swan.
Yeah, you know, like, when you have teams that are balanced the way they are in RLSS, and where you have like one player who may be really, really good, and then the other two players who are still kind of learning from that, you'd think that like, okay, whoever's the higher ranked player is going to decide the team. But when you have two, like you said earlier, you have two titans, Nate Dogg and Danny Len, you have them playing together. But what it's going to come down to is how well the other players can work with these forces. Like, I just think of the high ranks as forces. Like, Danny is going to do what Danny does. Nate Dogg is going to do what Nathan does. It's all about what MeSwan and WiftDog do together. It's all about what Danny and SS the Third do together. And that's what you need to see improve through these games.
Definitely, and I think we're seeing that by MFB, especially by MeSwan, who, that's his second pass now. Second really good center off of SDG's backboard. Danny's not quite able to make good contact with that. WiftDog also hits it straight toward SS the Third. Ninja's following this one up, but goes sailing past. SS tries to get in the way of that. Danny's coming up. Not ready for that. Danny's ready for that one, though, and he hits a boomer toward MFB's goal. WiftDog's a little tied up. Doesn't quite know how to go up for that one, being just perpendicular to the ball here. Tries to back up, just can't quite get in the right position.
He's a little bit too far up in the net right there.
Yeah. Probably wasn't expecting such a boomer of a clear, but with Danny, you can definitely expect those.
I mean, that's what he's been doing all game. That wouldn't have been the first goal he's had, just like going all the way down the field with a nice lofty little shot.
Oh, and there's a nice double touch by Danny Land.
Wow. That was pretty right there.
Just putting it clean off of their backboard over MeSwan and then getting that second touch with a tight angle into MFB's goal. That puts SDG back in the lead. MFB needs this game to keep that momentum going. WiftDog pops that one straight up. Danny tried to go up for it, but he was not expecting that to hit the ceiling. Goes sailing over. Ninja pops it up. SS Third tries to follow. It was a really good thought by the two of them. Nate's going to clear this one out. He's going to keep following it. Tries to get this corner boost. Can't quite get it. Still gets the center, but it immediately gets cleared by Danny Land. SDG's just playing defense at this point. They just want to keep possession of the ball. Keep defending. Make sure MFB does not get that last goal they need. Someone needs to get back in SDG's goal. Danny's going to hit it down and end that game.
All right, that was the first really good game. I feel like MFB was playing well. I feel like SDG was playing well. And they butted heads really well. That was really fun to watch. SDG just managed to take it home.
Yeah, and here, I think the crucial thing that happened here was MFB... We see MeSwan at the bottom of the scoreboard on MFB. However, MeSwan had so many good centers. You don't get points for centers if no one scores off of them.
Right.
Like you don't get assist points rather. And he would have been so much higher up, and they would have won the game if they had capitalized on every single amazing pass that MeSwan put up there off of SDG's backboard. So now that MeSwan is playing more aggressive, the other two need to adjust to that and be ready for those passes because he can do it. He's proving to the entire team that he can do it. They just need to be ready for it.
I definitely think so, and I really hope that Nathan and WiftDog adjust to the way Swan is playing, because I love seeing this out of Swan. It doesn't happen very often, and I love it. What needs to not happen is Swan needs to not slip back into what he was doing, because then we're just going to have the same thing with Nathan trying to backpack. Not because he's got it in his head that he needs to carry, but just because his teammates aren't making plays.
Yeah, you need to have more than one person on your team being aggressive.
Yes, exactly. All right, we are heading into... What game is this? I lose track. There's going to be so many games.
5. We've got 3 games to SDG and 1 game to MFB in this losers finals best of 7. Series point for SDG. If they win this, they're headed into the grand finals against Mysticats. Danny Land's clearing that upfield. And he's going to get the hit. Keep it going, too. Ninja's ready to follow up on that. Bounces a little weird around the corner, and he can't quite read it. Doesn't get a good center. MFB's doing a good job of keeping this from going in front of their goal. And MeSwan with a big clear. SS the Third's not ready for it, and that's a goal for MeSwan.
Wow, what a good shot. I didn't even see that. I just saw SS the Third sitting in the back there, and that's probably why he wasn't ready for this kind of a shot. You know, you're sitting in goal, you're like kind of hesitating about whether or not you want to go up. Someone hits a nice lofty shot. This one's the first one to actually do one of these, except for Danny in this series. But like you can't be ready for that if you're just sitting still. You can't be sitting still in this game.
Well, not just sitting still, but SS the third was backing up into the goal. That makes it so much harder to adjust the angle of your car and to jump up in the air with any momentum. So that is not what you want to do. MFB is going to try to keep on the offensive here. Miswan actually bumps one of SDG's players into that ball, sailing it straight up, and Danny Land's ready to go up for that aerial. He's going to try to hit this down in front of MFB's goal, but will not get it.
And Swan is just popping off with a nice little clear out of the goal there. He's going up for another aerial, maybe a little bit of a
little ambitious,
but he is just feeling himself right now. He's ready to go.
Absolutely. I'd say Miswan has reached his final form in these last few games. MFB has some time to clear this away from their end. Nate's going to push that out to middle. Whiffdog gets it over 2 members of SDG. Danny Land's going to hit this one forward. And no one's there to hit it. It was just a little high, and he couldn't get the double touch. Ninja goes for the clear, practically pinched Whiffdog against their own backboard to kill him. Nathan's going to take this one upfield. He might see Miswan over across, but he's not going to pass it to him. Danny Land's going to challenge it. That's going SDG's corner. SS the third staying in goal. Ninja is going to have to go for that one. And Miswan hitting it forward up the backboard. There it is! Miswan with another amazing pass. And Nathan just capitalizing on it, finally. It was kind of an awkward touch off of that corner, but, I mean, they have to expect these now from Miswan being so aggressive in the corner and on the sides, passing it into the center in front of SDG's goal. Finally, Nathan's able to pick up that shot. Danny Land's trying to keep this on MFB's side. Miswan drives it up the wall, and Danny's able to actually start to center it. Ninja almost gets that angle. It's a tough angle. And Nate can't quite get there fast enough, and Whiffdog's a little impatient getting to it, even though there wasn't any pressure. And a lot of members of SDG are missing here. Ninja's got a shot on goal. Lofty, but there's no one there to stop it. That brings it up to 1 point for SDG and 2 for MFB with 2 minutes, 27 seconds left in Game 5.
Whipdog might have been able to get an over-the-shoulder save there, but he managed to turn the wrong way, pretty much ensuring the goal.
Yeah.
I noticed a little bit of panic in the way SDG was playing right there. I think like maybe for the first time being in a 2-0 lead or like a 2-point deficit at least, kind of scaring him a little bit. You know, they can't just like waltz through this series like they have been.
Definitely. Danny Land going for a nice shot up high, but Nathan's there ready to take it out of their goal. SS the third's driving up the wall for this one. That's going to fall down in front of SDG's goal. Ninja's not able to make contact either, but there was only one member of MFB up to try to take advantage of that. They were not able to do anything with it. Miswan with another shot. Almost turns into a center, but clears up high over SDG's goal. Ninja's going to drive this one forward. Messes himself up a little bit with that flip. Something that a lot of new players do is they will always use the flip to try to get extra power on the ball without realizing that if you can rotate your car correctly, you don't have to flip to get that amount of power. As long as you hit it with like the corner of that octane, it's going to be a power shot even without the flip. And sometimes those flips after you've been in the air for a while will mess up the angle of your car.
Especially if you're coming off the wall and you haven't straightened yourself out yet, those rolls can be really, really unpredictable.
Yeah, exactly. And this ball is spending a lot of time on MFB's side, but SDG hasn't been able to make anything happen. Nathan waiting for that boost, and then it finally came up, and Danny Land took it. Two members going up for that one from MFB. Nate's pushing it up. Or Ninja, sorry, pushing it up. Danny was waiting for it. Not quite able to get to it, though. Ninja Jinja's keeping good pressure on. Only 40 seconds left for SDG to put another goal in and tie this up. Danny Land wanted to hit that off the backboard and get a double touch on it. Didn't get the opportunity. He got cleared away too soon. Miswan took a little bit too long to get to that one. That's going to go sailing up over MFB's goal. Ninja Jinja puts another one up high. And MFB almost own goals between two of them. Danny Land puts another one on, and Whipdog stops that one too. Whiffdog's going to pinch that one off of Ninja all the way over to SDG's side. SS the third back far in their goal. Not what they need right now, and Whiffdog's going to be able to put one in. I didn't even know that angle was possible. Pinched it off of the post to put that one in. I need to see that again. That was so good looking. Nevertheless, a good shot by Whiffdog, and that's going to secure a second game for MFB. They are not going down without a fight.
Absolutely.
Whiffdog just turtling in front of their goal. He is pretty confident that they had that one in the bag.
All right. And then game 5 goes to MFB. Could we see a 7th game tonight? Is MFB going to tie it all up?
Well, I mean, here, look at the stats. We see MFB actually playing like a team. Every player has 1 goal, and every goal had an assist.
And I love seeing that. I love seeing the numbers of assists and goals the same. It just makes me so happy. Like, yes, we're playing as teams. It's so good. And look at Swan, top of the leaderboard. He definitely deserved it.
Yeah, and Nate not actually even at the top of the leaderboard. I mean, they're all actually playing consistently now, and this is so much more fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely, and I love to see it. I think we see a little bit of miscommunication sometimes between Swan and Whiffdog. We see a lot of double commits between them.
Yeah.
And it didn't really, SDG wasn't really able to punish them in the last game, but I think they need to be a little bit careful with that. You know, maybe Nathan is taking like a further back approach. You know, like Swan, Whiffdog, go try to do your thing, see what you can do. I'll come in when I see an opportunity, and I'll come in when you guys need me. Okay. And like you guys do your thing. Maybe that's the kind of approach they're taking it, which is what Danny did a lot during the beginning of the series when SDG was so much scarier.
Yeah. SDG really needs to focus now, as a reverse sweep is actually starting to look fairly possible. And Daniel Land getting himself caught on the ceiling there, falls back down. SS the third's going to push this one up though. Nate's ready for it up on the wall. A nice touch from the wall, especially considering he was going backwards up the wall. He's going to get that one over Ninja. Tries to follow it up, but doesn't make good contact and actually stops his own pass. Daniel Land tries to take this one up, but Miswan's there to contest it. Miswan playing very aggressive. And I still think that first goal from Miswan was a turning point for MFB in this series. And that's why we're seeing them play so well. Really brought up their confidence.
I think if MFB takes this series away, I think if they win, then I think Swan is by far the MVP.
Oh, yeah.
He's made so many important touches. That little shift in gameplay that we saw in the third game was just outstanding. It was fantastic.
Danny Land almost gets that pass, but it comes off the post. Crazy post angle. Not so crazy that I disagree with it. But man, that's rough to see when you're really banking on that ball going in to get the first goal of the game. Ninja's going to get this one past Nate. Drives it fast up the corner, but Miswan's going to pinch it with him. Send it back to center. Danny Land's waiting for it, and Danny tries to get another touch, but it comes off of a member of MFB first. And that's going to go back to SDG's side. SS the third almost getting demoed twice now by Nate, but Nate can't quite make contact with him. Nate tries to get it turned around, but Ninja gets it past him. Whiffdog pushing this one up. Danny Land putting a high one up in the corner. That one's bouncing centered, and MFB gets another good clear. Whiffdog pops that one down for Nate, and Nate's going to clear it. And Whiffdog whiffs that to stop it, and Ninja tries to follow up on it, but can't quite get in front of the ball to get the angle that he needs.
That one was painful.
Playing super slow here. And both teams kind of taking their time to make anything happen here. I think everyone needed to kind of regroup and get boost. Nate going past that one on the wall. Miswan taking it up instead. Always good to see Miswan taking advantage of these. Hits it down and gets stopped by Danny Land. Danny Land's going to try to take it forward. Nate's getting in the way. Whiffdog puts a boomer toward SDG's corner. That one's going to pop back out perfectly for Nate Dogg, but Ninja's right in the way. Whiffdog's trying to keep the pressure up, but he actually hits it back to Danny Land. Danny Land's got it right in front of MFB's goal. Doesn't quite make it in.
I don't know about you, but I was a little bit worried Whipdog was going to own gold there. He had the right
Man.
angle of the car to do it.
Yeah, I think everyone was puckering a little bit. Nathan gets it past two members of SDG. Tries to follow it up. Kind of stops his momentum a little bit. Tries to center it for Whipdog. Whipdog was not ready for that. Miswan not letting that one go in their goal. Ninja gets himself caught on MFB's goal a little bit. This one's going to SDG's side. Nathan's up for it. He's going to tip it across, but it's a little too high for Whipdog to do anything. Whipdog tries putting it back over. Miswan's coming up. MFB has got their offensive rotations down. They always have someone pressuring. Nate's trying to push this one up. Miswan gets a lofty shot, and that goes in. Miswan! Oh my gosh!
New MVP. New MVP, hands down.
I love this.
This is beautiful.
First goal of the game, 3 minutes and 40 seconds in. MFB really wants this series. They have to win this game and the next game if they want to take it. And right now, they're on their way to winning this game. Up by one. Whipdog confusing himself a little bit on the wall there. Nate putting it toward SDG. Pops it up. Can Whipdog get up for this in time? No, he cannot. That one's going to go off of SDG's backboard and get cleared. Miswan going for another hit. That one goes over to SDG's corner. Ninja's trying to follow this one up and hit it down. Nate tries to get in the way, but Danny Land keeps that momentum going toward MFB's goal. It's right in front of MFB's goal, and Nate gets there in time to stop it. Ninja Jinja steals the boost from Nate and makes him saddle up. I have no idea what else to call that.
Ooh, that was a scary little ceiling bounce there.
Yeah. Danny Land trying to put that one upfield, but Nate's in the way.
I'm wondering what it's got to feel like to be SDG right now, because we're focusing so much on MFB, and Swan is playing fantastic. I love it. Oh,
and that one gets
living
past,
up to his name.
Gets past Whipdog. That'll be a goal for SDG.
All right, tying it up with 20 seconds left. That was a crucial goal for SDG.
Yeah.
And imagine what SDG is thinking right now. They won 3 games in a row. They needed one more. Or something like that. And then MFB is now coming back, and now they have a chance to take it into the 7th game. SDG is like, oh crap, what happened here? What, did we see something different? MFB definitely started doing something different. I'm not sure if SDG has noticed that.
Yeah. And 4 seconds for a team to put one in the goal. Ninja Jinja might try to do it, but he can't get it off the ground. This one's going into overtime.
Wow.
I am so glad this is close.
I'm pretty sure everybody in this game just started yelling, no, go, go.
Oh, and Ninja can't quite get to that one in time. Whipdog's pushing this one forward. Danny Land challenges, and it goes straight up in the air. Miswan goes sailing by.
So
It's going to keep that, but going forward. Keeping the momentum into the corner, but both him and Whipdog whiff. Miswan's left by himself to play defense. SCG can't quite get it in front of the goal enough to where they can make a play out of that. And this is going to turn the game around for MFB to go on offense. Nathan hit that one far over to SDG's corner. SS the third almost messed that one up and kept it right there for MFB to keep going. Whipdog shoving the ball directly to Danny Land, who's going to clear that. Danny Land tries to follow up off the wall. SS the third gets that shot. And that is it, folks. That is game number 4 in our best of 7 for SDG.
SS the third would be the one to win the overtime goal for the series.
SDG SS the third just waited patiently for that one, then just put it right over his defender.
That was so anticlimactic. Like, I saw this center, I'm like, oh yeah, they're totally gonna save this, and then SS came just kind of it was a good shot, but it was kind of slow. It wasn't super fast. It wasn't an excellent shot. Man, what a series! MFB really put up a fight there.
Brilliant effort by MFB. I'm proud of them. They really gave it their all.